Hallo, ik ben Mozes Rosenberg en je luistert naar In Love with Jazz met Roger.
再次歡迎大家收聽 D100 爵士鍾情 In Love with Jazz with Roger 我係你哋嘅主持人啊。每逢星期六晚9點到11點嘅時候咧，我哋有呢一個節目，同大家去分享一啲非常之精彩嘅爵士音樂，就好似我哋啱啱頭先聽過嘅呢隻 Banderneri J.S. Bach 嘅呢個作品啦德國嘅巴哈 Classical 嘅音樂之父嘅呢個作品，俾Mozes Rosenberg 用 Gypsy Jazz 吉他吉卜賽嘅爵士吉他嚟到重新去演繹，變成咗一隻咁精彩嘅 Gypsy Jazz 嘅作品啊！嚟到開始今集嘅爵士鍾情 In Love with Jazz。咁點解會播 Mozes Rosenberg 嘅作品呢？因為非常之重要，佢喺4月27號8點鐘星期六晚嘅時候咧，佢將會嚟到香港參與 Jazz Marathon 嘅演出。而 Jazz Marathon 嘅演出咧，將會喺荃灣嘅大會堂嘅演奏廳嚟到去舉行。我想話俾大家聽，呢一個係一個難能可貴嘅機會，因為唔係好多時候可以請到呢啲 Gypsy Jazz 嘅吉他大師咧嚟到香港去表演嘅。要去 track down 佢哋其實都係有啲難度嘅嚇，即係佢哋有好多你一定要即係聽 Clarence 講啦Jazz Marathon 嘅教授 Clarence 講，你一定要去融入佢哋嗰個 community 嗰個圈子，同佢哋混熟咗，佢先至會即係考慮去即係佢好，即係雖然佢哋都有 agent 嘅但係你一定要同佢哋咁樣去建立一個關係先嘅，咁所以其實係唔係咁容易嘅一件事，可能同其他嘅音樂人有啲唔同啦咁但係咧，我想講 Mozes Rosenberg 呢一個名淨係聽到 Rosenberg 呢個名，其實大家如果中意聽開爵士音樂，甚至係 Gypsy Jazz 就即刻要 ring a bell， 我覺得，因為 Rosenberg 呢一個 family 咧喺 Gypsy Jazz 界裏邊咧係享負盛名，係一個非常之重要嘅一個家族嚟嘅嚇。咁例如佢阿哥啦 Stachelo 啦 Rosenberg 啦好出名啦，佢嘅其中一位嘅老表啊嚇 cousin 啦嚇 Jimmy Rosenberg 咧又係非常之出名。咁Rosenberg family 其中一位嘅成員嚟到香港嚟到演出，所以真係大家千祈唔好錯過呢個機會。我可以話俾大家聽，呢一晚啊，將會係非常非常之精彩嘅嚇。咁以下落嚟咧，我就請咗 Mozes Rosenberg 上到嚟爵士鍾情同我去傾下偈啦。咁第一節嘅時候咧，我就會問到關於即係當然係 welcome 下佢呢啲啦嚇，咁但係我就會開始咧會問佢，其實 Mozes Rosenberg 或者 Rosenberg family 嘅嗰個根啊，個音樂嘅根其實喺邊度嚟嘅咧？咁我哋當然會開始講起 Django Reinhardt 啦嚇，咁Django Reinhardt 係一個好多人都會認識佢為 Gypsy Jazz Guitar 嘅始創者嚇。咁當陣時佢喺法國同 Stéphane Grappelli 去組成咗 Hot Club The Jazz 呢一啲都係一啲非常之重要嘅歷史。咁我哋又會由嗰度開始講起佢嘅風格，佢哋嘅Rosenberg 嘅一啲嘅影響好重要嘅喺音樂上邊嘅影響，由嗰度開始講起。事不宜遲我哋不如就聽下 Mozes Rosenberg 嘅呢一個 interview 仲有一樣非常之重要嘅嘢話俾大家聽。唔係好多人咧會特登攞埋個吉他嚟到去受訪嘅，哇佢就係啦。即係真係不愧為一個吉卜賽吉他大師嚇，即係完全冇所謂，就我都冇問佢嘅，佢即係我記得我一打開 Zoom 嘅時候，佢已經攞住個吉他。咁我話喂，你會唔會肯彈幾下啊？到時喺個 interview 度，佢話你想就可以嘅，冇問題。真係我好想，所以咧一陣間會聽到佢啲非常之辣，非常之即係你一聽就覺得哇，呢啲就係嗰啲嘢啦，就係最 authentic 嘅 Gypsy guitar 啦咁樣咁所以事不宜遲，我哋即刻同 Mozes Rosenberg 傾下偈。
Wow, welcome. Wow, this is a great rendition by Mozes Rosenberg on JS Box. Very classic tune, Beninari. And we have here today with us In Love with Jazz with Mozes Rosenberg. Welcome.
Thank you, Roger. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Yeah, that was amazing. I mean, it was breathtaking. Let's put it this way.
Thank you.
I've been a fan of Gypsy jazz, ever since I started listening to jazz. Then I discovered, of course, greats like Django Reinhardt, Paco, all these greats. And then now you're coming to Hong Kong, and it just gets me very, very excited. Because I'm such a big fan of Gypsy jazz, and you'll be on Jazz Marathon on April 27th, 8 p.m., which is Saturday, in the Chunwan Town Hall Auditorium as part of the Jazz Marathon Music Festival. And are you excited to be in Hong Kong? Have you ever been to Hong Kong before?
No, I never have been in Hong Kong before, so I am very excited to come to Hong Kong and to play there the Gypsy jazz music. I have some experience with Tokyo and other cities in Japan. I have played before, 2 times, I think in 2010 and 2013, I think. And that was amazing to see the people there, a very big community who loves the music from Django Reinhardt. So that's very nice to see that, and that's a big thing for us here in the Netherlands, because it's a big city, Tokyo, and to see many young guys who play the music from Django Reinhardt and from us, so that's a big honor for us. So I'm very excited to come back to Asia.
Wow. So, I mean, we're very excited that we're going to have you here with us in Hong Kong playing some really authentic gypsy jazz. And I got to ask you this, right? So is there a big tradition of gypsy jazz in the Netherlands? Because, for example, Django was originally from France, and, he was playing a lot of that with people like Stefan Grappelli, right?
Yes, so I have to say one thing because Django was actually born in Belgium, so he was actually Belgian.
That's right.
Guitar player, and why is the music from Django Reinhardt so popular here in the Netherlands, and especially here in Nuenen? That's a little town where I live with my family, with Stockholm, my brother. And also why the music is so popular here, because we grew up with the music from Django Reinhardt, and Django Reinhardt was also a gypsy, a Sinti, like us. So, and that's why also it's so special for us,
Yeah.
And we grew up with the music from Django Reinhardt, and in our family there are many generations who played the guitar and the violin and the bass, and also my grandfather played a little bit the music from Django Reinhardt.
Right.
And also Stochelo Rosenberg, my brother, he started with the music from Django Reinhardt. And also I have started with the music from Django Reinhardt, because that's very important. If we start the music, I think it's a very important thing to start with the best of the best, and that was Django. So we start with the music from Django Reinhardt, and of course we play sometimes also different styles a little bit, right. But you always can hear the music from Django Reinhardt and also the songs in our set list. So that's very important for us.
That's like the root of your music tradition, right? Your family.
Exactly. Yes.
So let me ask you this, because for people from Asia, it may be a little bit difficult to kind of envision and imagine the kind of situation in Europe. So Django was originally from Belgium, and he's a gypsy, right? Touring around, going to different places to play his style of music. So was it that, I mean, if we talk about history, was it that he was one of those people who traveled to, say, Netherlands and play there, or is it because of his records that really sold very well in the Netherlands? So how did your family from some many years ago got exposed to Django Reinhardt?
Yes, so that's actually I discovered Django Reinhardt from Stochelo, because Stochelo is 16 years older than me. So when he started, I was a little boy, and yeah. So when Stochelo started with the Django Reinhardt music, I automatically listen also to him, that he practiced on the Django Reinhardt songs, and that's how I started also with the music from Django Reinhardt. And in that time, Django traveled from Belgium to France, to the Netherlands, to England, because actually why it's so special, the music from Django Reinhardt, because now we have a voorbeeld, hoe zeg je dat? An example to look up to. We have Django Reinhardt, but and in that time, he has nobody who played the music like him. Yeah. So he was the first.
Yep.
And if you listen to the records from Django Reinhardt, it's unbelievable that he can play like that
with four fingers.
Yes, Actually with 3 fingers, but he can take the chord with 4 fingers.
Yeah.
But I mean, how he played in that time, because now is that music what he play in that time, is it modern for us?
Yeah.
But he play it already in that time, so that's very special, you know.
Yeah.
That's only a master player can do that, and that was he. He was the king of gypsy jazz. So
do you think you can show us, because you have a guitar with you, can you demonstrate a little bit, you know, how he changed the course of guitar playing? You know, maybe like a show of, you know, how people used to play and how he would play it.
Yeah. So I show you a little. It's a little lick of the style from Django Reinhardt, and if you play this is typical Django Reinhardt lick. It's so. You know, this is typical gypsy jazz, you know.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, this is Django Reinhardt, you know. It's like
so before Django, how would people play it? You know, they wouldn't play it like that, but you know, if they have to do something, you know, how would they do it? Do they just
because this is gypsy jazz, and in that time nobody play it like Django.
Right.
So then you must switch to a little moderner jazz guitar licks.
Right.
You know. So example. You know, then it's more moderner, you know.
Yeah.
Or
right. So let me ask you this: before Django, you know, incorporating jazz idioms into, you know, his type of music, what were people playing in Europe during that time?
What you mean?
The music before Django.
Yeah, before Django, there are many players who played also dance music.
Right.
Because when Django started to play, he played very often on parties where the people dance.
Right.
And, you know.
Yeah.
So. And there's also a little bit the Dixieland style, you know.
Right. Yeah.
But also when Django started the gypsy jazz, when he was very young, also the people dance, and that's also because the rhythm. It's like this is an example like. Example, it's a little bit the rhythm and you know.
That's beautiful. So we're gonna from here we're gonna play a tune that you have rearranged for you know, based on the Juan Tietzel, Duke Ellington, very famous Caravan. Okay, so we'll listen to that, and when we come back we'll talk a little bit more.
Thank you.
教非常之精彩嘅 Caravan 啦，咁我喺第二節嗰度咧，我就即係乘勝追擊，繼續問佢啦。喂，咁呢個即係 Django Reinhardt 啦，呢啲 Gypsy Jazz 啊，呢啲其實好多人都會聽，咁亦都會可能 recognize 到佢哋嘅音樂上面嘅 style。咁但係其實吉卜賽呢個名字，呢個 term 啊，其實係對於佢嚟講有啲乜嘢嘅意思咧？咁佢就會解釋啦嚇，即係對於佢嚟講music 真係最重要嘅。咁而真係佢話佢屋企咧其實係唔上鎖嘅。佢屋企咧就係成日都有好多吉他 lying around， 之後有好多人會甚至慕名而來嚇。咁當然都有啲 friend 會就咁走入嚟屋企咧，就開始攞起個吉他咧就彈嘅，咁佢哋就 jam 噶啦。呢一個係一個 Gypsy 嘅一個 culture。咁當然咧，佢哋亦都係類似好似遊牧民族咁樣嘅，即係會周圍去嘅。咁佢話佢自己都會係咁樣嘅，即係會中意周圍去唔同嘅地方。咁當然，但係佢其實係有屋企嘅嚇，都有一個固定嘅屋企嘅。嚇，唔係完全冇晒固定嘅屋企。咁以前嘅 Gypsy 就可能會係咁啦，但係現代嘅 Gypsy 咧，佢哋都會嘅，但係都仲係會係周圍去遊歷咁樣嘅嚇，周圍去同唔同嘅音樂人啦、唔同嘅地方嘅 culture 啦嚟到去 interact。咁我就呢一段咧，我就會問佢呢樣嘢，同埋亦都會問埋佢關於 Rosenberg style 一個點樣去形容 Rosenberg 嘅風格咧，咁樣佢哋嘅呢一個咁大嘅一個 Gypsy Jazz 嘅家族啊，點樣去睇佢哋自己嘅風格？咁佢亦都有講到咧，佢從呢個 Rosenberg 嘅style 啦，一個好 rooted in authentic 嘅 Gypsy Jazz 啊 ，Django Reinhardt 嘅呢一啲嘅 style 咧，佢自己嘅 style 咧，亦都去慢慢咁樣去 develop 咗出嚟。佢就同我講啦，佢話佢彈嘅有陣時佢嘅 style 咧會撈咗一啲嘅modern jazz 啊，即係例如我哋講緊 bebop 啊 Charlie Parker 嘅呢一啲嘅風格入去啊，所以佢唔係淨係彈一啲 Django Reinhardt 嘅 style 嘅嘢，佢亦都有佢自己嘅 style。咁事不宜遲，我哋即刻同 Mozes 再繼續傾下偈。
Caravan, wow, Moses Rosenberg version. This is just really great. I mean, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah. When I first listened to your rendition of Caravan, I was like, wow, you know, this is a dream come true, because I really love, as I already told you, I really love Gypsy jazz. Like whenever people play in that style, I'll be like, oh my God, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, big fan. And, but you know, a lot of people are always asking me this question, but I'm not a Gypsy, so I cannot really answer it, you know, authentically. So I gotta ask you this, because you identify with the Gypsy culture. So what does it really mean?
I can say about the Gypsy culture, it's actually music, much music, and a fire. We make always a fire. If you see Gypsies, you see the fire, and you hear the music.
Yeah.
And good food, many food. So that's also a little thing in our culture. So, but also we are very often with many people. We are more together, I think. If you compare this with other societies, cultures, you know. Yeah. So we are very close. So the family is often together. We eat together. We make a big table together, eat, drink, right. Make music. So and at my home place, that's how we grew up. So my door for my house, it's always open. It's right. Never closed. It's always open.
Wow.
Everybody can come, and there's always a guitar on the chair, and everybody can take it. And then we talk, and then we jam, and then there's a cousin come inside, and he play also. So that's actually the culture from us, is the music, the wow. fire, and the close community together, you know.
Yeah. So would other Gypsy people also agree with this definition? It's center around music.
Yes. That's a very important thing in our culture, the music, and
Because I will tell you this, you know, the translation of gypsy, the word, it usually translated to meaning something like nomad, you know, like people traveling from place to place. In our language, is that also part of the culture? Is that, you know, you're not really settled in a place and you like to travel around?
Yes.
Music.
Yes. Actually, it's, I think, for 20 years ago or 30 years ago, there were many gypsies and also many family from us. And then we traveled a lot from the Netherlands to Belgium, to France, and then we traveled to the how you say it? It's a community, and it's a church, and they traveled from Belgium to the Netherlands to France, and then many gypsies come together,
right?
Every year, you know. But for 20 or 30 years ago, in that time, the gypsies from here, they traveled more. But now, the most of my family and the gypsies, they have one place where they live, you know.
Okay.
So and now they travel not much anymore. So,
right.
But in that time, they traveled a lot. Yes.
Right. And you have a beautiful place. You know, your background is, I believe that's your house, right?
That's my house. Yes. Thank you.
And you spend most of your time living in the Netherlands in this house, right? During the year. Is that?
Yes. Actually, I live here. It's a little town called Nuenen.
Uh-huh.
It's very famous, I must say, also because the painter Vincent van Gogh used to live here in Nuenen.
Right.
So, but I live here and also with family.
Mm-hmm.
It's a place. It's like a gypsy camp.
Gypsy.
And
wow.
I live here with all my family close, you know?
It's amazing.
Yes, that's I think a good thing, you know?
Wow, this is amazing. So, and you're from the Rosenberg family, which is also a very famous, family, especially in music. And you talk about your brother. Can you tell us a little bit about that Rosenberg influence in your own music, and how is that? You know, because when I was reading your biography, one of the things that really stands out is you describe it as a Rosenberg style. So what is the Rosenberg style?
Yes, that's a good question. And it's actually, so the Rosenberg style, it's actually created, I think, by Stoffelo Rosenberg. Mm-hmm. Because when he started with this music, he of course started with the music from Django Reinhardt, and I did that too. But one moment he have created his own style, Stoffelo, and that was a example for many guitar players. So actually, when he recorded his first album, Seresta, that's the name of the album. In that time, was actually nobody who played it like Stoffelo did in that time. Yeah. So Stoffelo created his own style, you know.
Yeah.
And I am his brother, so I think it's in the genes. I think that I have also a little bit the same style, but I didn't want to play the same as Stoffelo, you know. So I created also my own style. So that's actually a good thing. You can hear. I am sure that you can hear on the music that me and Stoffelo are brothers. Yeah. But you can hear the difference, you know. Mm-hmm. I think if I must describe Stoffelo, his style, I think Stoffelo is more close to the original Django Reinhardt style.
Okay.
And I think, a little bit more modern, a little bit. So, yeah, I have recorded also a song called Moology.
Right.
If you listen to that, then you can hear also it's a little bit modern. It's a little bit Charlie Parker licks, and I think that's the difference between me and Stochelo. But you can hear that we are brothers. But he is more close to the style of Django Reinhardt, the master.
Right.
And of course, I will always play the songs from Django Reinhardt because I grew up with the music from Django Reinhardt, and I never forget that. So,
Right.
but I love also to play different styles, a little bit more modern, and
Okay.
yeah, that's what I like.
Okay, well, I'm going to play Moology now, if that's the case, because I want to showcase, the kind of style that you have described as more modern, a little bit of Charlie Parker, but also Rosenberg and Django Reinhardt, all these elements fused together and show our audience, how it actually sounds like. Okay, so we're gonna play.
Okay, great, man.
Mozes Rosenberg.
犀利，呢隻叫做 Moology 啊嚇，咁啊 Django Reinhardt 有一隻叫做 Djangology 嚇，咁啊當然 Moses Rosenberg 有隻 Moology 啦 ，in the tradition of Gypsy jazz， 但係咧亦都係非常之 modern 嘅，咁一陣間佢會再講多少少佢點樣將 Charlie Parker 嘅一啲嘅 style、bebop 嘅一啲 style 咧 incorporate 咗落去佢自己嘅同佢嘅 Gypsy jazz 嘅 root 咧框埋一齊，變成一個佢自己嘅呢個 style， 所以佢就將呢隻歌咧改咗自己個名落去 Moology 啊，咁之後咧我亦都會問到啦，佢嚟香港嘅時候咧，佢會彈啲乜嘢啦，佢會帶啲咩嘢，佢嘅 band 會有啲咩人啦，咁將會有 Dennis Chang on second guitar 同埋Daniel Guelli on bass 咁樣帶一個 trio 咁樣嚟到香港咧，同大家演奏，咁所以咧大家真係要拭目以待，同埋真係要買飛去支持今次呢一場嘅音樂會，我可以 guarantee 大家會覺得非常之好聽嚇，就算你對於爵士音樂唔係話咁熟悉啊嚇，或者係咁痴情於呢一個爵士鍾情咧，你都會覺得呢一場音樂會非常之好聽嘅，因為實在佢係彈一啲好精彩、好好聽嘅音樂，佢彈嘅呢一首吉他真係實在即係如果大家對於吉卜賽呢一個 term 亦都有任何嘅聯想嚇，或者係 wonder 究竟係咩嚟嘅咧，你一定要去聽啊！所以呢個唔係淨係 for 爵士音樂人嘅一個或者爵士嘅愛好者嘅一個音樂會，就係音樂愛好者嘅一個音樂會。所以我誠意介紹大家呢一場嘅 show， 實在會係非常非常之精彩嚇。咁亦都係啦，即係最後我哋亦都會講到可以喺邊度去 follow 佢啦。咁當然大家可以揾 Moses Rosenberg 咁啊，佢嘅 clip 啊，佢嘅YouTube Facebook 等等咧，佢嘅呢啲嘅資料亦都會走出嚟㗎啦。咁其實好容易嘅啫，即係雖然佢係吉卜賽人，但唔代表咧佢係你係完全揾唔到佢嘅嚇，唔係嘅。OK， 咁最後一首歌咧，呢一隻咧係佢哋嘅 Rosenberg Family 嘅一隻名曲嚟㗎啦嚇，咁叫做 For Sephora， 係送俾佢嘅家姐 Sephora 嘅一首歌曲嚟到結束呢一段嘅 interview 啊，咁記住一陣間咧聽完 Part 1嘅呢個 interview 之後咧 Part 2繼續有精彩嘅音樂等住大家聽，千祈唔好走開，繼續聽爵士鍾情 In Love with Jazz。咁最後一段嘅同 Moses Rosenberg 嘅對話即刻開始。
Moology, that was absolutely beautiful, and
thank you.
That is your composition, right? So, I mean, how did you, when you're composing, because, you're so rooted in the Gypsy jazz, Django tradition, and then from there with the Rosenberg family, and your brother, of course, how did you, when you're thinking about compositions, writing songs, what inspired you to write new tunes?
What inspires me? I listen a lot to other styles also, a little bit modern style like Charlie Parker and that stuff.
Yeah.
And when I composed this song Moology, I first had the chords in my head.
Okay.
And actually, it was not a melody what I composed. It was first in my head. It was improvisation.
Okay.
Over the chords.
Okay.
But when I started, I liked the improvisation, and I searched to build the improvisation.
Right.
It's you can compare it like Donna Lee.
Right.
That's also improvisation.
Yes.
And
Totally.
it's a little bit the same how I compose this. I don't search for a melody in this song, so it was actually improvisation.
So this improvised melody or lines, let's put it that way, became the melody, right?
The melody, yes.
Became the melody.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay. Wow. And can you, I mean, you know, because you have the guitar, can you show me how you would, I mean, still be rooted in the gypsy jazz tradition, but at the same time incorporating these bebop idioms into your playing? How does it work?
Yes. Then I take the Moology song.
Sure.
When I started, this is the first chord,
Right.
and then it goes. So because I had first the chorus, so I must search to improvise in this. So it's like. See?
Yeah.
This is the high note and this low. So. You know, and this is not typical gypsy jazz.
No.
So because I like to play it a little bit different than the gypsy jazz, you know, and I think the chords helps me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They put me to search on a different way, like the gypsy jazz. Because when I must play this on the gypsy jazz, then is it maybe when it must sound a little bit more modern, then this is perfect, I think. So, you know, then it sounds more modern, you know.
Right.
And that's how I compose this song, actually.
Yeah, that's amazing. But when you're actually playing all these lines, you know, using an acoustic guitar, it also doesn't really deviate a little bit too much from the gypsy jazz tradition, which makes it very intriguing. It sounds very interesting.
That's why.
Yeah.
Yes. If I what you say, that's true, because when I play this music on this melody on a jazz guitar, then it sounds completely different. But now you can hear the gypsy jazz sound from the guitar, but it's a little bit a moderner melody. So then you can hear also the gypsy jazz style, and that's what I like also, you know.
Yeah. Do you do this kind of composition, like improvisational composition, often?
Not like this one. I have composed also other songs, and I have not recorded, but I will maybe this year or the next year. So and it's also a little bit moderner, like the gypsy jazz, you know.
That's lovely.
So
well,
when it's ready, you will hear it.
Okay. I hope that your trip to Hong Kong is going to inspire you to do some new compositions or new improvisations to, you know, to wow your fans. And again, I have to tell everybody and remind everybody that Moses Rosenberg is coming to Hong Kong, all right, for the Jazz Marathon Music Festival of the Jazz in the Neighborhood program here in Hong Kong on April 27th, 8 p.m. on a Saturday. And it's going to be fantastic. I guarantee everybody that this is going to be just jaw-dropping, and I
can't wait. I can't wait, Roger.
And I know that you're bringing a band over too. Can you tell us a little bit about your band?
Yes. So I will come with a bass player.
Yeah.
It's a good friend of mine. His name is Daniel Gueli. He's Italian, but he lives in the Netherlands, and he's a very good bass player. but also a good friend of us. And so he will play the bass, and on the rhythm guitar, that will be Dennis Chang. He's also a good friend of us. We know him many years, and he will play the rhythm for me. So
great.
I'm very happy for that.
And do you consider them also part of the Gypsy circle?
Yes, I can say that he is part of the Gypsy jazz circle, but he also play another style sometimes on an archtop guitar, you know. But I think he belongs to the Gypsy jazz community, I think.
Wow. Okay. Well, we can't wait, really. And
me too.
And I think I'm very I'll be very interested in the kind of repertoire that you'll be bringing over to Hong Kong to play for us. I think it'll be very, very interesting. And
yes, I will play, of course, the music from Django Reinhardt. So you definitely hear also the Django Reinhardt songs. But I will play also not Django Reinhardt songs, and also own compositions. So
great. I think it'll be very interesting. I just, this kind of thought just came to my mind. If you can play one of these, Hong Kong Chinese tune and make it into a Gypsy thing, wow, that would be like, that would blow everybody. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So let me ask you this one last question, okay, before we play the last tune. So I understand that you're in the Gypsy jazz circle. So does it mean that you guys don't have social media, or you guys also have social media that we can follow you?
Yes, of course we have social media, because we need the social media also to show our music to the world. So we have a Facebook page also.
Okay.
Also an Instagram page and TikTok and.
Oh, lovely.
And also there will be a new website of Sinti music. And there they can find us also.
So we just look for you, Mozes Rosenberg, right? Mozes Rosenberg, Rosenberg, and then we'll find you on Instagram and Facebook and all that, and YouTube.
Yes.
All right, that's great. So here you go, one last tune, and I think this is going to be very meaningful because this is actually written for your sister, Sephora. Can you tell us a little bit about this music?
Yes, of course. I think this is a very known song now in the Gypsy jazz community. It's actually explode to a standard Gypsy jazz song. It's composed by my brother Stoffelo Rosenberg.
Yeah.
And he have composed this song for our sister Sephora. Her name is Sephora, and the tune called For Sephora. Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful bossa, and almost every Gypsy jazz player in other countries play this song also. So it's a beautiful song. Yes.
Wow. It sounds like you have a really huge family, right?
Yes, we have a big family and many musicians, but not only professional. Some guys play very good, and if they want, they can be a professional.
Right.
But they play just for fun,
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have 4 brothers and 1 sister. And I have Stoffelo, of course, and but I have also 2 other brothers who played guitar and electric bass.
Oh,
also very good.
And I suppose the sister is Sephora. So this tune.
The sister is Sephora, yes.
Your sister Sephora, and I'll be very sure that she'll be very happy that you're dedicating this last tune of this interview to Sephora. Thank you very much for coming over here to In Love with Jazz with me, Roger Chung, and I really enjoyed this interview, and seeing you playing live here through Zoom, just one day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Roger. It was a pleasure for me. Thank you.
Looking forward to seeing you in Hong Kong.
Look forward, man. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.